So obviously, I read the first thing I read was about the story about the old guitar. You got given an old guitar when you were younger.
Yeah, so I started playing on my dad's like classical acoustic guitar when I was like 10 or 11. And then maybe when I was 13, my parents bought me an electric guitar for Christmas. And it just went on from there really. I just wanted to play Oasis songs originally.
Yeah, seen you did a Live Forever cover, didn't you?
I did, yeah, yeah. The first song on my first EP is a cover of Live Forever.
Yeah, so actually, if you've got a lot, you've got your own stuff as well, haven't you? I've seen you've got quite a lot of your own stuff, and then but you've done Live Forever and
Yeah,
Blown in the Wind as well.
yeah. Live Forever, Blowing in the Wind. I did a version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town for Christmas last year, which was yeah I never expected to do a Christmas song. And there's a Hostage by Billie Eilish is also on my first EP.
That's a great song. I like that.
Yeah, so good. I love her. She's so good.
Yeah, she is really good, isn't she?
Yeah.
I read that you have you mentioned Springsteen as a bit of an influence as well.
I mean, I love Bruce Springsteen. I love his songwriting. I love his voice. I love I
Yeah,
love the fact he does 3 hour sets and he's like 70 odd.
yeah, we're going to see him in Prague in June, I think it is, or July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's June because it's my birthday. We're going for.
Oh, nice.
That should be good. Like,
Have you ever seen him before?
yeah, we watched him at Wembley last year,
Okay.
and I've seen him at Hyde Park a few years ago when he cut him off with him and McCartney.
Oh, yeah.
That,
How
that
was
was
that?
amazing. Yeah, he's brilliant. Is that sort of? Have you got any other sort of influences in your music other than Springsteen?
If you like in my bio, it says like Damien Rice, Ben Howard, Ray LaMontagne, like Neil
Uh,
Young's Neil Young's like acoustic music.
yeah, I love Ben
So
Howard.
when I started playing solo, which was like 2015, it was like Damien Rice, Ben Howard, that kind of like folky acoustic.
I like that. I like that sort of sound anyway. I like the whole acoustic sort of sound. I always sort of ask this question, but I like to know do you sort of are all your songs sort of like personal or
Yeah.
famous?
I don't really know how to write songs that aren't like emotional or like about something that happened in my life. I've never really tried to do that. Even when I do co-writes with other musicians, it's always about something that's happened.
Yeah, I like it when people can just write. Some people can just write off the cuff, can't they? Like sort of go with a thingy. That's
Yeah.
that's cool. And did you see that "You Live Forever" song as well? Was that was like a thing to do with mental health, or was that for the mental? Was the one that was for the mental health?
Oh yeah, it was. It was for Calm. It was for the campaign against living miserably, like the male suicide awareness charity.
Yeah. I've seen you've been quite open about mental health and stuff. Do you think
I think,
do
yeah.
you think people in the music industry get enough help when it comes to like mental health and stuff?
I don't think so because I uh there was like an article in the Guardian that said that like the music industry's got like the highest rate of suicide in any of the industries.
Oh, is it?
Which I didn't know. Yeah, yeah, and maybe I can send it to you. Maybe if I can find it, I can send it to you. Yeah, it was only a few weeks ago. So no, I don't think so. I mean, like we do early mornings, late nights, like lots of anxiety. I mean, I don't drink or smoke or do drugs, but obviously people in the industry do. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a hotbed for poor mental health, to be honest.
Well, it's just gigging alone. You're always in bars and stuff, so it's got to be
Well, yeah,
hard.
yeah. I've got a gig after this, yeah, and it's like I
Have
don't
you?
drink. It's fine.
Actually, I've seen that on
Yeah,
your story. You've got a gig.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, where's that tonight?
Yeah, it's a place called the Beach House in Worthing. It's like a local night run by a friend. But I haven't done that many gigs this year like in person. So it's always nice to play live.
Yeah, my missus, she's just at a rehearsal now. She's got a gig tomorrow and for Saturday.
Oh, okay.
She's playing with some guy's got a band. And he's asked playing in Stamford tomorrow. He's just asked if she'll do some female vocals. I think their normal vocalists are sort of away, but she's going to do that tomorrow. So she's out doing
Okay.
that tonight, getting ready for it.
Nice.
Do you think independent artists as well get like enough opportunities now, or do you think it's hard? I think it's harder.
I think it's challenging if you're not on like one of the major record labels. Because like the thing with like Spotify and like being able to upload your own music is that anyone can put music online, and there's just like music left, right, and center. Like I work as a physio as well, to like fund the music. So yeah, it's quite hard to balance. It's quite hard to balance the two things.
Yeah, you're trying to make music your key focus then.
Yeah, that's the long term aim, definitely.
Because how do you find it with like social media and like things like Spotify and stuff? Like, because it's I mean, I always think it must be harder now getting your music out there. Because obviously there's so much there. Like,
It's hard to like, yeah, I think it's challenging to like have it like not to have an impact because I think I impact people when I play live, but like to impact like we're all just like scrolling, aren't we, for the next dopamine hit. It's hard to get people to pay attention, I think. Um, but then I track like my social media numbers and they're going up each month. And I'm also like, yeah, like I started making music so I could make music, do you know what I mean? Not so I could make content for social media. But then you
yeah,
have to do social media because that's where people's eyes are.
yeah. Because one of you, some of your songs have got quite a few streams now, haven't they?
Yeah, they're like in the thousands. Yeah, and like the Live Forever's like
Yeah, I've
24,000 or
seen
something, I
that.
think.
Does that sort
Yeah.
of like so that must spur you on a little bit to go like once you get that sort of like numbers of streams?
I guess yeah, it's quite encouraging. There's not I mean there's not any money in like the Spotify streams
Yeah,
really.
that's the downside to it. Innit? You don't get paid a lot for Spotify
Yeah, no, you
unless you
get
get
like paid like
unless you've
zero
got like
point
a
zero
million.
zero zero 0.003p or something per play.
Yeah, so it's not great because my wife she had a song on there and that got over 1,000 streams, but you barely got anything for it. Like that's a bit unfair on the artist as well, though. Like because you get paid a bit more, I think. Like
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, to them. I read that you stepped away for a little bit from music. Is that right?
Yeah, I did. I was having some mental health like challenges in for like October 21 to like the summer of 2022.
What
And
sort of
yeah.
motivated you to get back into it?
Um, like I've always loved music as long as I can remember. I've always wanted like for like 20 years I've always wanted to be like a professional musician. And yeah, in fact like an ex-girlfriend of mine was like she kind of like pushed me to get back into like playing live. And I just played live loads last year and it's just fun.
Yeah,
Like and I've always like used like writing music to like process my emotions and talk about things that maybe I don't talk about ordinarily in normal conversation in life. But yeah, I just think yeah, I can't imagine like having a day where I don't like make music or listen to music or do something
yeah.
related to music.
I'm the same. I always think music keeps you sane, doesn't it? Like it's good to.
Yeah. It has done over the last 20 years. Yeah,
Yeah, we've
100%.
we've obviously we've lost friends for mental health stuff and stuff as well, but there's always been that like common bond with the music, like with things like that, like so it's always good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. There's always
But
I always think there's always like a song or an artist for like whatever mood you're in with music.
yeah, 100%. Like I've got by in life just with music. I think it's just like
Yeah.
it's got me through a lot. I think. How do you find the experience of getting like radio play and stuff? And like, I always wondered how that works with like up and coming artists, like people trying to get out.
Yeah. So you can like you can like pitch your songs to like BBC Music Introducing.
Yeah,
Like in fact I need to do that again actually. You've reminded me because every time like I do a new song, you're supposed to upload it to BBC Music Introducing, and then obviously if you get played on there, then that's like another rung up. And then I've been played on like local radio in Brighton and Hove a few times.
but what's the music scene like in Brighton?
It's pretty varied. I've just been on the train back down on the train from London and was just looking at gigs in the next sort of month or so. Like, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see everything or anything you want to in
Yeah,
Brighton.
yeah.
It's still,
Everyone I've spoke to is pretty. I spoke to one bloke from America, but everyone's been sort of London, so you get the same sort of answers. I didn't really know what it's like because London's just got you got gigs everywhere in your bars and stuff. I didn't know.
yeah.
I've only ever been Brighton once, so I didn't really get to explore it too much.
Okay. Yeah, no, Brighton's a good place for musicians. It's quite a supportive community down there.
What's next? What's next for you? What's have you got like loads of gigs and
I've so I spent like the first couple of days this week applying for festivals for this year. So I wait to see what comes back for that. I'm just about to finish another Bob Dylan cover song.
oh, what you do?
Say again?
You say you're doing another Bob Dylan cover?
Yeah.
What one?
It ain't me, babe.
Oh yeah, it's a great song.
I feel like I could like record about 50 of his songs. They're so good.
Yeah, have you seen the film yet?
Yeah, I saw it a couple of times, and when the first time I saw it, I was just like, I watched it, and I was like with another musician friend, and he was like, "Oh, what did you think?" I was like, "It was so good. I would have watched it again straight away."
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Just because it like reminded me of like learning about him and like how exciting that was to like learn about the music in the 40s and the 50s and 60s and 70s when I was at uni.
Yeah, I'd love to have been about just because I think music now you ain't really got. I don't know. Like back then, you had to like a certain genre, and people were like had an identity with the music. Now you just like everything, don't you? There's so much out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
there
then,
is.
and it was enough. It was good. I like that.
Yeah,
What
it was
festivals you applied for?
so like Glastonbury, Sound City in Liverpool, The Great Escape, of course.
Yeah.
What did I apply for? Like one in Reading that I can't remember the name of. Probably shouldn't have said that. Just like folk festivals, really, like the Warwick
Yeah.
Folk Festival, like the
That's good though.
Cambridge.
Like I didn't know that's how you did. You just got is that how you get into festivals? Then you've got to apply to work at them and things like that.
Yeah,
Sing at them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You just apply like with your, your name and your example of your music and the video if you're playing live, and then your socials and the biography. They've made it like all the festivals are made like pretty easy to apply these days, which is good.
Sam, what about an album and singles? You got any more coming up or?
Well, I want to so I released that EP in October 2021. I want to re-record some of those songs now because
Yeah.
they were recorded years ago and I play them like completely differently live now. So I want to do that and then I want to try and do another EP like later on in 2025.
Do you just do everything on your own? Have you got help as well? Like people like helping you record and
So the last two singles I've done myself, like I've
have
learnt
you?
like slowly teaching myself to mix and master, which
Ah,
is like it's good, but I've always previously either like been physically with a producer or like had someone mixing and mastering and producing the records like from afar. And I went to a talk where Katie Malua was, remember her?
yeah, yeah,
So she was there saying that, and she's like, when she first started out, it'd be like, well, you'd release an album, and then you go and speak to everyone in person, and then you tour. And now she's like, well, she's like, where do you start? Like, yeah, you can do some in-person interviews, and then you can do interviews online and social media. But like she was like saying like how like kind of like how the process is a bit more lonely than it used to be. Like I used to sit in rooms with people, and like even if I do like even this interview, although it's amazing we can do it over the internet because we're
yeah.
so far away from each other. Like interviews used to be face to face,
Yeah,
and
see, I'd prefer that. It'd be better. But obviously,
yeah,
I can't really do that yet because I've only just started doing it. So I think you've got to build a reputation and stuff up, haven't you, and things. So
I think so, and it like is amazing. Like the tech is amazing, but it's also like I'll sit at my desk on my own for hours, like recording, and it is nice to have someone else there just to get their feedback.
well, yeah, it's good to have someone's opinion, isn't it? I think.
I think so, yeah, because sometimes it's useful if they're like, if I'm like, what do you think of this? And they're like, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, do you know what? I actually really like that bit. Or if they're like, oh, this bit doesn't work, and I'll be like, yeah, like, I'll be like, yeah, right, you're right, that bit doesn't work. And it just makes the decision making quicker, I think.
Yeah, you need someone with a
It makes
good
it
ear as well, don't you? To
Yeah, 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 definitely.
who's have you got any sort of dream collaborations or anyone you'd like to work with?
Oh, yeah, loads. Yeah, yeah. Ben Howard, Damien Rice, Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran,
I love
Billie
Damien.
Eilish.
Damien Rice is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam. Well, that's it really. Like, I just wanted to get like your sort of perspective on things and just sort of like hear about
Okay.
your music a little bit. Like, thanks for doing it. I appreciate it.